French translation on the right side. It's really powerful. You can click more. Okay, for example, I think is that Greek or something? If you select more than one language and click select, you get the other language also showing. So not parallel, but not 2, but 3 language. Can be 4, 5. So this is, if you are multilingual, you want to do comparison across several languages. This is a great resource, okay? Interestingly, I don't see Chinese here, okay? So Chinese seems to be not easy to deal with. So sometimes some of these projects, they don't have Chinese, okay? So to us, Chinese is the most important, so we need to find somewhere. So this is another site. It lists almost all the existing online parallel corpora around the globe, okay? If you want to study parallel corpus, this is the page to visit, okay? So we have Amharic English bilingual corpus, Croatian English parallel corpus, Czech English, English Czech, many, Hindi, English corpus, English Napoli. So no matter which country you're from, you can find your own parallel corpus here. So this is like an international hub for parallel corpus. Lots and lots of wonderful online resources, Portuguese, English, etc. So this is another site, but this is just for your interest. Okay, today our focus is the English-Chinese parallel corpus. And this is developed by myself and my team, of course. My colleague, Chris Greaves, and I, we wrote this program together. When I was doing my PhD in the UK, I studied programming by myself, okay? I never went to college to learn programming, but you can learn it on your own. So I did some programming and developed this software. So how do you use it? So you can see there are a lot of choices. You can do parallel concordancing, so 2 languages, or you can do monolingual concordancing, that's 1 language. So for example, parallel concordancing between English and Chinese, English traditional Chinese or simplified Chinese, or the other way around. You can search for a Chinese character and get the English translation, okay, the other direction. Let's try this one, English-Chinese, okay? If I click on this, so it goes to this page. Can you see? Can I enlarge this a bit? Okay, so basically you can type in any word you want to search. For example, red, okay, for example, red. Okay, you can choose equal to or starts with. If you choose starts with, you can get red, reddish, reddened, etc. Okay, so more. But let's just choose equal to. Format, you can just get the results, or you can gap the search word. It's for creating exercise purpose. You can number them, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then select corpus. Okay, so these are the corpus files I have compiled over the years. You can see some of the novels, Alice in Wonderland, or Lu Xun's Ye Cao, Wild-Grass, Chinese Fables, David Copperfield, okay, Pride and Prejudice. And then normally, if you want a lot of examples, you can choose the last 2, okay? English novels. This is a combination of all the novels I have collected. That is almost 1 million words, 0.8 million words in English. Or Chinese novels, okay? The Chinese novels translated into English, okay? The original language is Chinese, okay? So that's 0.818 million words. So let's choose English novels, and then you can stop after how many hits. So how many examples do you want, okay? You can start 50 or 500. And then you click search for concordances, and then the program will start running. Okay, this was written a long time ago, and it's not as fast as I wished, so it takes a while. So don't think, oh, it's not working. It is working. It's just taking maybe a minute to show the results. Okay. Actually, I'm very excited that our library, our university, the library has agreed to provide funding to employ a new programmer to develop the whole thing, a new software, new system to be hosted on the library server. So in the future, hopefully this will be much faster because it will be new program, done, hosted in the library. Okay, so you see, the software tells us in this corpus there are 288 read, okay, in all the English novels in this corpus. And then you can see the Chinese translation next to the English examples. It's quite magical, isn't it? Okay, I'm really proud of it because it's very hard to achieve. Just imagine how does the computer know the translation of this English example, right? It's very complicated. So we developed an algorithm. So we first marked the sentence boundaries in the English text and the Chinese text, the paragraph boundaries. So the computer will match the paragraph first, and within a paragraph there may be 4 English sentences, but translated into 5 Chinese sentences, because that's possible, right? It's not always one-to-one translation. One long sentence can be translated into 2 or 3 shorter sentences. But the computer program will calculate the length of the sentence and estimate, okay, I think these 2 combined will match that one, okay? And then it will automatically produce the output. Well, it's not 100% accurate, of course, you can imagine. So, but it's about 90% accurate, which is pretty good for any automatic process like this. So you will get all these examples read and all the translations. And then you can do the opposite. For example, if I choose the word home, and I go back, I click Chinese to English. Okay, you just input the character home and choose maybe Chinese novels, okay, and then search. Now it's the other way around. You get all the Chinese examples and the English translation. This is also very useful because sometimes you don't know how do I say that in English, for example, right? I know how to say it in Chinese, but I have no idea. 满面红光, how do you say that in English? Okay, it seems easy, but you get stuck, okay? So yeah, this is the system, okay? So you can see, wow, look at the difference. There are 477 Hong in Chinese corpus. There is 200 something read in English corpus. And the English corpus is actually twice as big as the Chinese corpus size. It shows, what can you tell already? The Chinese really favor this character, Hong. Okay, we love red. Okay, red means a lot to us, much more than to the English people. So today we want to find out why is this the case? Why so many Hong in Chinese but not that many red in English? So this is how you search the corpus. Now I'm going to focus on English-Chinese comparative studies based on paracorpus. Now let's look at the key differences between English and Chinese. We all know English and Chinese are the most remote languages. Okay, they're very, very different. Sound system, totally different. Well, Chinese is a tone language. We have ma, 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 ma. Okay, it's very hard for the foreigners to learn, to master. Writing system, totally different. Okay, English is alphabetic. Chinese is character. Okay, ideograms. Okay, and we also have this word versus 字 concept. Okay, in English we have words, but in Chinese we have 字. 字 may combine to form a new word in English, right? So it's very different. So, and grammar-wise, there are so many differences between English and Chinese grammar. Like word order, okay, a lot of difference between English and Chinese. 作业做完了吗 ？OK，